Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Students,
Good morning,
Miss.
this morning.
Good morning, Miss.
I'm fine.
I'm
fine,
thank you. And you?
And you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. So, who is absent today?
Not yet, Miss.
No one.
No one.
One here.
Great.
Everyone is here, Miss.
All right. So, before we start the lesson today, I want you to guys to look at this picture. Please wait a minute. I will present the picture for you.
Okay, Miss.
Miss.
All right. Can you see the picture, guys?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
So, in the picture, what can you see?
There is a man doing his speech, Miss. The man doing his speech. Speech.
All right. So, in speech, do you know what the thing that is usually stated?
No.
It may be about opinion or hope from the speaker.
Right. In speech, we usually state about our opinion, idea, or hopes, right?
Yes.
So now from we have discussed before, do you know what we are going to study today?
No. About speech.
Famous speech.
About anyone else?
I think it's about speech. Maybe famous speech, Miss.
About expression of the speech.
About expression of in speech. Okay, students. So today we are going to study about hopes and dreams, especially in famous speech. So the picture that you saw before is Winston Churchill. He was a prime minister in England, and he stated about a famous speech called "We shall fight on the beaches." All right, so right now we will see. Can you see the speech, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Someone please read the first paragraph of the speech. Anyone?
Me.
All right, you can read it.
When Napoleon lay at Boulogne for a year with his flat-bottom boats and his grand army, he was told by someone. Itu ya, Miss?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
There are bitter wits in England. There are certainly a great many more of them since the British expeditionary force returned.
All right, thank you, Fahe. After we read the speech, can you tell me what the speech is probably about?
The speech is maybe about encouraging the audience, about the war in England.
Right. So when the speech is stated, it was after World War II in England. So Winston was trying to encourage the audience to not give up after the war.
Oh,
The speech, I will explain to you about the definition of the speech. Do you know what is speech?
I don't know, Miss.
No, Miss.
Oh, as you guys can see on the screen, speech or speaking is defined as a formal discourse that is delivered to an audience to communicate or express ideas, opinions, hopes in a persuasive manner. Do you know what does it mean by persuasive manner?
No.
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 Yes, no.
Right. In persuasive manner means that, for example, I am doing a speech and I want you to guys to agree what I say in my speech. So it means that I'm doing it in a persuasive manner.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss.
understood.
Understood, Miss?
Okay, so after we know about what is speech, there are some linguistic features in speech also. The first one is personal pronouns. So as speakers, we want to make our audience agree, right? About what we say in our speech. We can say this by using you or we. For example, in the speech, we can see there is a sentence, we shall prove ourselves once more able to defend our island home. So use we as the personal pronoun. All right, so for the last feature is for modal verbs. Modal verbs are used in conjunction with verbs to express their function. For example, permission, possibility, prohibition, advice, and probability. And the structure for modal is subject plus modal plus verb 1. So if you want to use modal, you have to use verb 1. Okay?
Yes,
Okay,
Miss.
Okay, Miss.
So, right now, I want you to guys to work in pairs. You can choose your own partner
Yes,
to do the
Miss.
exercise. Can you see the exercise, guys?
Yes.
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 All right, so
Kita berdua
there are 5
yuk.
questions,
Ayo.
and you can start to do the exercise now.
Kami ganjilun bertiga lawan Hafizah, Miss lah.
Aku diadopsi. Gina, Bang.
Jadi kamu berdua lawan Cynthia, lawan Cindy juga, buat lakian ya berdua.
Udah, Miss.
Udah, Miss.
Udah, Miss.
Are you done?
Yes.
Done.
All right, for the first question, who wants to answer? Farah?
Yes, Miss.
Parah.
Parah. Okay. 1. In the first line, the word them refers to the bitter wheats in England.
All right, do you guys agree for number 1?
Yes, agree.
How about number 2? Ryan?
Number 2, what did the Winston say to the audience for they are be able to defend the home island? Our answer is Winston said if all do their duty, if nothing is neglected, and if the best arrangements are made as they are being made, they will be able to defend the home island.
All right, how about the others?
Yes,
Agree, Miss.
Miss.
Agree, Miss.
Agree.
Next, number 3, please.
Siapa, Miss?
Who are being mentioned
Gina?
to be linked together in line 4. Number berapa tadi?
3.
The British Empire and the French Republic.
All right, how about number 4?
Me, Miss. Pahe.
All right, Fahim, please answer.
Why did Winston state some sentences repeatedly? Winston stated some sentences repeatedly to emphasize the hopes and dreams he wanted to the audience.
All right, great, Fahim. Now for number 5, Abdur.
Dur,
Number 5 is what are hopes and dreams, especially for your country? What are your hopes, dreams, especially for your country? I hope our country is free for the corona, especially for this.
Amin.
Right.
Amin.
Very great.
Amin.
Okay,
Amen.
thank you so much, guys. Now, after we close the meeting for today, what have we learned from today's meeting?
Today we
About
learn about
dreams
hopes
and
and
hopes
dreams
in speech.
in speech.
Speech.
Right, we learned about hopes and dreams in speech. What do you think is the purpose of giving a speech?
Express opinion, idea, or hopes in persuasive manner.
In persuasive manner. Do you remember what does it mean by persuasive manner?
It means that the
Mengajak
speaker wants the audience to agree or also get the same hopes with the speaker.
Right. Okay, so um, I have one more exercise for you to do individually. It is
Wow.
still about the same speech. Can you see the exercise on the screen, guys?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so based on the speech text, we shall fight on the beaches. Please find the expressions of hopes and dream in the text. It can be explicit and implicit. It's up to you. And if you're done, you can submit the paper by our group chat in
Yes,
WhatsApp.
Miss.
Yes, Miss.
And if your score for this exercise is below than 70, you have to do another test, which is to find the other expression of hopes and dreams in a dialogue or another text or another speech. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss.
Yes,
Miss.
Miss.
Okay, so for the last, I will back to the screen, guys. Okay, can you see me right now?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, Miss.
Okay, so before we end the meeting today, I will give you homework. Please find another famous speech and make sure that it's not the same speech with the others. And
Bah.
please, yes. Okay, so after you find the speech, you can make the main purpose of the speech,
Okay, Miss.
Okay, Miss.
and you can submit it to
Miss.
me next week.
Okay,
Okay,
Do you
Miss.
get it?
Miss.
Yes.
Yes, get it, Miss.
So before that, any questions, guys, so far?
No.
Oh,
No, so far so good.
All right, that's it for today's meeting. Thank you so much for your attention. Don't forget to do your homework. And see you next
Yes,
week.
Miss.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes.
Waalaikumsalam
Assalamualaikum
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you,
Wabarakatuh.
Miss. See you.